Welcome, welcome. So today I wanted to give you a update as to we are offering on our PBS site for donations 2 patterns. And these 2 patterns, I've done both of them so that you could see them in 3D form and see what they're all about. So the 2 patterns are 145, which is called St. John's Top, which really was from St. John. It's beautiful. It's a cowl draped over another layer. And then 314 Abby's Knit Top, and that's the one I have on. And so both of them for $30 are what you get. And this started where I was in Kansas City, well, actually a little bit prior than that, where I'd had requests to bring these particular patterns back. And why we discontinue patterns, there's many reasons. It has nothing to do with how they sell. It's just simply number of patterns, when we brought them out, all of those things. These things are still, they're so current, they're so cute. You know, we make hard decisions sometimes, but the gals in Kansas City had mentioned, hey, bring those patterns back, bring those patterns back. So putting that in my head and then putting in that we really wanted to do a donation, we wanted to give you something for that donation, we decided the 2 patterns for the donation would be a home run. Hopefully it was a win-win. That was not my idea, it was one of our team's idea, and they really had a great idea. So in each of these cases, what I wanted you to see is how fun they are to mix fabrics. So today is really about fabric pattern combination and how I can mix things. So let's first talk about 145. And listen, it was hard for me to decide which one to wear because they're just both adorable. They're both really cute. In this particular case, I've often talked about masculine fabrics and feminine fabrics, and lately we did that, a top that Brenda had on. It was a blouse and it was a masculine fabric and it had a ruffle in it. And so I've really had a keen eye to ready to wear lately, that there are many, many, many out there breaking the rules, which, you know, hey, that's what life's about, right? Breaking the rules. So I wanted you to see that this is a little bit breaking the rules. So this I started with, this is fabric number 2760. I'm sorry, 2760 is underneath. It's a stripe. 2760, you need a yard. And this is 2875. And 2875 is this beautiful, I think they're both Elie Tahari, but it's just almost like a flock burnout. It's just lovely. I just have loved the fabric since whenever. So this, because it's checked, is really what you would call and throw into the masculine. And I did a cowl out of it, and I just love it. I just love it. So here I am breaking rules, but being careful as you break them. Is that fair? Underneath, the stripe doesn't matter, but what does matter is it's a nice smooth texture. It's what's close to the body. It's a very smooth texture. And then what's on top is this cowl. You'll notice a little bit of that is peeking through here. Again, I love that. I love the design of this top. There's a couple pleats at the shoulder, and what that does is it increases the amount of cowl, and I love that as well. So on the back side of this, what I did is I used the fabric 2875, so there's 2 yards that brought in. I brought the sleeves there as well. The only thing I used with the one fabric, which is 2760, is underneath, and it's just a really nice stripe. It coordinates. I just love it. I mean, I think at first glance you might look at some of this stuff and say, that doesn't coordinate. When you're looking for fabrics, kind of push the limits a little bit. I feel like this was pushed more than the one I have on, and I like this. I just really, really like it. So again, inside you want to put a little weight. You know, just make yourself a little weight. I use the end of zippers, and I just cover them in elastic or fabric or something like that. But it gives that cowl a nice, beautiful cowl. So that's 145. And then with 314, with the one I have on, I just decided to use 2 fabrics. On the cover there's 3 fabrics. I just wanted to simplify it. Both patterns I did exactly as is. I didn't make any changes to them. So, you know, this is not about adventure. It's more about fabric pattern combination. And I did want you to see them in 3D form. This, the 2 fabrics I used for the top I have on are 2873. It's a lovely, lovely textured knit. It's really beautiful. The back side of this fabric is black. I probably could have just used 2 yards of the same fabric, and yet I really liked the richness of the black knit. This is the rayon knit. It's 2887, and again, you'll need a yard of each. But I love this. Front, back, so you can see that there's a cuff, there's a neckband. Again, I did it exactly like the pattern. I didn't change anything. I take that back. I added 2 inches to the length of the body. I didn't change the band, but I did on the front the back and the side pieces, I added 2 inches. I just wanted it to be a little bit longer. I've made the top before and I knew how long it was, so I wanted it to be a little bit longer, but nothing else. I didn't change the length of anything, nothing. Everything's exactly like it is. So my reasoning for giving you these 2 tops is they are quick to sew. I literally sewed both of them. It doesn't matter. They're quick. The fitting, this is a raglan sleeve. I love that. It fits so beautifully. There's a dart at the top, so it gives real nice shaping to that raglan. And this is the sweater set base. So if you've done well with the sweater set, and I know you have, so I really wanted you to see those. We have sold a good number of these 2 patterns. You have been very generous with us, and I cannot tell you enough. I know you've heard me say that we pay for everything. We pay to give the show to PBS. We pay for everything. And so somebody said to me one time when I was first starting, they said, it's not hard to get the money for the first one. It's hard to get the money down the road. And I have found that to be particularly true simply because there's about a year lag between when the show comes out to when the show airs, just because of how PBS does things. And so because of that, it's hard for merchants to kind of give money that they don't see for another year or so. And that's a tough thing to do. Kai Scissors, you guys know, has been a tireless supporter for us. Joe Allbrands in Southern California, tireless supporter. And we are just extreme. Vogue Fabrics, again, always there for us. So we have really appreciated all of your support to again, Fit to Stitch now is tax-free, so all your donations can be literally deducted from your tax return. Yay! And so these 2 tops, not only do they benefit us, I hope it's more than a win-win. I hope you guys really see the benefits of that. So you know what the goal is. Happy sewing from Silhouette Patterns. Thanks. Bye for now.